Hey everyone, welcome to this week's episode of FNL Reload. FNL is Friday Night Light Ministries, and we're based out of Berrien Springs, Michigan. Although it's barely Berrien Springs, we're really South St. Joe, but that's okay. So Memorial Day is this Monday, May 27th, and it's a federal holiday in the United States for remembering and honoring all the people that have died serving our country in the armed forces, right? And memorial services we give for people that have passed away, for just to take a time to remember them, a time to honor them, a time to share, funny stories about them that people may not know, just a time to share all the other good things about them, right? And we take pictures, obviously, and videos of our family and our kids so we can look back and we can remember with fondness all the good times, all those special moments, all the accomplishments, all the joy, the learning to ride a bike, the learning to walk, the learning the first words, to the first dates or graduations or marriages. We capture all those moments because we want to remember them because they're special to us and they mean something to us, right? Well, God wants us to capture moments too. He wants us to build memorials so we can look back and remember all that He has brought us through, all the good that He's done in our life, all the time He's rescued us, all the fun He's had with us, all the time He's visited us, all the time He's loved us, all the time He's held us, all the time He's healed us, all of it. He wants us to remember those times. Do you know why? Because life can get tough. Right? Let's be honest. Like, marriage isn't easy. Raising kids isn't easy. Working isn't easy. Sickness isn't easy. Forgiveness isn't easy. But He's with us in all of those difficult times. And He brings us through all those moments, all those difficult times, all those seasons. He brings us through, and He wants us to remember Him bringing us through this so we have hope the next time we go through something difficult. Because the enemy doesn't want us to remember all those times God brought us through. He wants us to think it's never going to get better, but that's a lie. And the Bible never said life with Jesus would be a cakewalk. All you have to do is look at the disciples' life and you'll go, oh yeah, that was really tough, all the stuff that they went through. We really don't go through anything even remotely close to that. So I wasn't always like a journaler, if that's even a word, when I was young. I didn't write down everything that happened. I didn't share my deepest, darkest secrets in a journal or a diary or anything like that. Sometimes I wish I would have. And I do now, because I know that there are really good moments that I don't remember, because you're just not going to remember everything. So nowadays, over the last several years, I have been journaling a little bit every day or every morning, just like what God is speaking to me or what happened or what's going on, because I know that tough days are ahead. I know that it's not always going to be, cupcakes and unicorns. And I want to remember those times that God brought me through. So I have hope that He will do it again, because He will do it again. So is it biblical? Does God have memorials? Yes. Yes, He did. What about the rainbow? See, God said in Genesis 9:13-15, remember, there were no rainbows before Noah got off the ark. Never had rained, right? He said, I placed my rainbow in the clouds. It is a sign of my covenant with you and with all the earth, a sign of my covenant. When I send the clouds, God said, over the earth, the rainbow will appear in the clouds, and I will remember my covenant with you and all living creatures. So He built that memorial so He'll remember His covenant with us. And what about Passover? What about the Lord's Supper? What about the time Noah built an altar when he got off the boat to remember what the Lord had done in his life? We need to remember what the Lord has done in our life. And sometimes we get so busy and we get so focused on the future, we forget the past. Now, I'm not saying I want you to relive all the bad moments, but I want you to relive the good moments. And I want you to write those down, whether it's in a journal or a post-it note or videos or pictures or whatever. Begin to make memorials of what God is doing and has done in your life. And when the dark days come, you can reflect back on those and you can read through them and you can remember what God did before, and you'll know He'll do this again. It's nothing for Him to do it again. And the effort it'll take for you to do this is really worth it. I mean, look, we're not having to build a rock altar. We don't have to sacrifice an animal. Just make a note of what He's doing. Make that a special place, whether you put it in a box or whatever you put it, some kind of memento photo album that you can look back and go, you know what? God has done a lot of things in my life, and it's easy to make a memorial to Him. So it really will help you when you're feeling down and wondering if things will get better. Trust me, it really will help you. And things will get better. So I'm encouraging you to write it down, write down what He's doing, remember what He's doing. Look at that often, especially when you're going through tough times, and keep pressing in and keep pressing through. Trust God. Trust his timing. He knows what he is doing. Remember all that he's done for you so far. He will do it again because that's what his word says. So I'm encouraging you, make a memorial or several, whatever. And you can find us on Facebook at Friday Night Light, Instagram at The Friday Light, or our website at FridayNightLight.us. And we will see you next week. Have a great day.